Certainly not just on a Sunday morning. And if anything, we want to take the emphasis off Sunday mornings, although it's important. And although we continue to meet on Sunday mornings, we want to take the emphasis off it to a certain extent because we want to be more than just a Sunday morning church. I want to be a church that functions on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, all day Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right through to the next week. Well, for the remainder of this morning, I want to talk about two things, all right? I want to talk about two things which are a part of our vision, an important part of our vision. And next week I'm going to come back to the 4 Gs and unpack those in greater detail for you. But I want to talk to you about two things very quickly. One is the warehouse, the building that we're applying to use. Applied to Harrogate Borough Council to get hold of this warehouse behind our offices so that we can meet there on a Sunday morning. We can get everybody in there with ease. It'll be our own building. It'll be wonderful. We'll have it. It'll be ours. Have sole use of it. You know, there'll be a room there for the children. A room there for the young people. They can put their stuff on the walls. They can leave it there. It'll be theirs. You know. But it's important you realise this, that the vision will still go on even without the building. All right? The vision we have for LDC is bigger than and not dependent on us getting hold of the building. All right? Please take that, hold on to it, because there's no guarantee we'll have that building tomorrow. But if we don't, the vision still continues. The vision's bigger and not dependent on us having the building. But I've got to say, it would be very nice if we got it, and it would be very useful. Yeah. Aye, yes. Certainly would, for lots of reasons. But let's not get hung up over it. You know, we need a building which we would have sole use of, as I just explained. And, you know, the Hookstone area around where the offices are has no church. I realised it the other day. The nearest church you've got is a Roman Catholic church, St Eldred's, just around the corner from Morrison's. After that, you've got to travel as far as Woodlands Methodist Church or Starbeck, St Andrew's Starbeck, before you find a church. And I don't know how many thousands of houses there are around there, but there are loads of houses. I'll tell you more about that in a moment or two. Meeting in the warehouse, which we would turn into a church, into a church meeting place, is right behind our offices. It would mean that everything is on site, which would be so convenient for lots of reasons. And having our own building just increases flexibility and enables us to do things more easily for lots of reasons. So we would really like to have the building. Tomorrow is decision day. I was under the impression from the planners who were doing the work for us, the firm who were doing the work for us, that the decision would be made on Wednesday. When I rang up the council to find out exactly when on Wednesday, they said, oh, no. We make it public on Wednesday. There'll be a report written on Wednesday. The decision is actually made on Monday morning about whether you get change of use on the building. If we don't get change of use from warehouse to a church meeting place, we don't get it. Simple as that. We can't use it. So I planned that we met to pray on Monday night, by which time it would be too late. The decision will have been made. That's why we've changed the time from 7 o'clock to 7 o'clock tomorrow morning till 10 o'clock in the morning. 3-hour time slot there when we are inviting you to come and pray in the offices. That a decision will be made tomorrow to give us that building. All right? To give us change of use on that building. Perhaps you can come before you go to work. Perhaps you can come for an hour after you've taken the children to school. If you can't come at all, please put some time aside during those 3 hours just to pray that God's will is done and we get that building, because I believe it is God's will that we should have it. Okay, that's the first thing I want to talk about. Quickly, the second thing I want to talk about is a geographical area. I'm talking about the Hookstone area right around the building, okay, right around the offices. There are many, many homes there, many people living around that area with no church anywhere near them. And for me, this is the really exciting part of the vision. This is the part of the vision that gets me up on my toes and gets me dancing. I've got really excited and enthusiastic about this aspect of our vision. Now, whether we get a decision on the warehouse or not, we have enough of a presence in that area through having the offices to make an impact on that area. It must be over a month ago now. I was in the offices and I was praying. And I went upstairs into the big room right at the top of the offices. Those of you who've been there know what I'm talking about. And I was walking around there praying, and I stopped and I looked out of the window towards Knaresborough. And in front of me there was just row after row after row of houses. After the buildings in front of me, the warehouses in front of me, after that, there was just row and row and row of houses. I could see the roofs, I could see the chimney pots, the chimney stacks, etc. I could see some of the windows in the houses, but I could just see houses. And then I turned around to the other wall behind me, and I looked out over Morrison's, over the car park. And beyond that, I could see houses after houses after row after row after row of houses. And I thought, how many thousands of people are living all around us in those houses? Husbands, wives, children, grandparents. How many thousands are living there? And I thought, why can't we do for those people what we do for ourselves? Why can't we take our hog roasts out to them? Why can't we bring them into the hog roast that we do? Why can't we bring them into our barbecues? Why can't we invite them into our Christmas parties, our Christmas celebrations, our alpha courses, our CAP money seminars, our Sunbeams events, and more? Lots more. Why can't we do that there? There is no church in that area. Those people are not served by a church. And as I stood there, and as I looked out, and as I prayed, and as these thoughts started to filter through, I realized God was doing a job on me. God was envisioning me. God was giving me some revelation. God was showing me something which hadn't occurred to me before. And I want us to target the Hookstone area. I want us to target that area. And that's the first time that we've ever targeted a specific area of the town, as far as I'm aware. And it involves informing people about the fact that there's a centre there for them. There are offices there. Hopefully there's a church building there. There are people there who care for them, who will love them, who will do all manner of things for them to help them in their walk through life. I'm really encouraged about this because, it must be a year ago now, a couple of us went out with some leaflets just informing people of the fact that there was a Sunbeams thing for mums and toddlers, parents and toddlers in the offices. And I think we literally went out about 2 afternoons. Well, I didn't go actually, it was Linda and Kevin and one or two others went out. But we went out about 2 afternoons, I think, and just delivered leaflets through people's letterboxes and a few other places. And the response we had was right out of proportion with the amount of work we did. That's right, isn't it? Those of you in the know. I think it was the very next day after we went out with those leaflets, we had mums and their children turning up on a Wednesday morning to get involved in Sunbeams. And what it said to me is that this area is ripe for the taking. This area is ripe for the taking. And the potential in the Hookstone area is great. The potential is great. So I want us to really look at getting involved in that area, reaching out into that area, targeting that area. Why shouldn't we do there for those people what we do so readily for ourselves? Yes? Yeah? Are you hearing what I'm saying? And our men would be really helpful at the moment, tell you. Really would. But I think if we can do that sort of thing and we can aim into that area and we can target our events in there and we can start to tell people there is a church here full of people who care for you, full of people who will befriend you, full of people who help you through your walk through life. I think if we can do that, we're going to see reaction. We're going to see a good and a positive reaction. I want to do that really as soon as possible. The building, geographical area. 2 of the main pillars, really, in our vision. But, as I said, the first, the building. Vision's not going to crash if we don't get the building. We're not going to die if we don't get it, but we want to go for it. Because I believe the time has come that we did have a building, for a lot of reasons which I mentioned already. We get them in, we gather together, we grow, we go. Get, gather, grow, go. Get, gather, grow, go. And we're developing all of that next week, and I think you're going to find it exciting. I know as I sat down over the last few days and just started to develop that, get, gather, grow, go, as I started to develop it, I got really excited, and thought there's so much potential here. We could really fly. Without a vision, the people perish. With a vision, the people can flourish. You ready to flourish? You ready to flourish? I am. I want to go for it. I want you with me.